Hello, my name is Roy Van Meter, and I am a Regional Council Manager for Bertha 5 Illinois in Region 33, covering Henderson, Knox, Mercer, and Warren counties. Thank you for watching Region 33's Early Childhood Regional Needs Assessment Virtual Report. This recorded session will provide an overview of findings from the Bertha 5 Illinois Region 33 Needs Assessment, as well as talk about the strengths, needs, and recommendations for improving access to and enrollment in early childhood education and care programs in the region. A link to the full report can be found in the description below. If you'd like to turn on closed captioning, click the CC icon at the bottom of the video. If you want a language different than English, click on the gear icon for settings, click on subtitles, then auto translate, and you can scroll down to pick the language you want. Some Bertha 5 Illinois regions partnered with existing collaborations to complete the regional needs assessment. Region 33 partnered with The Village, the region's long-established early childhood collaboration, to develop an action council that continues to support and expand upon the work already started in our region. Along with Regional Office of Education 33, The Village works cooperatively with Bertha 5 Illinois to plan, provide, and promote a comprehensive and collaborative system that identifies, coordinates, and facilitates equitable access to early education and community services designed to help all children, prenatal through age 5, and their families reach their full potential. We thank them for their partnership and continued support as we work together to improve outcomes for children and families throughout our region. In 2021, the Illinois Commission on Equitable Early Childhood Education and Care Funding issued a report with findings that highlighted the inequities in early childhood funding in Illinois and the need to create a better statewide infrastructure to support early childhood professionals, expand services and programs for families, and increase enrollment in ECEC programs. The report focused on the importance of addressing racial inequities and the need to include local voices in the conversation funders and decision makers were having about early childhood education and care. To provide a structure for communities and families to engage with the data and share their experiences, a new statewide infrastructure was created across 39 regions, all of which align with existing Illinois State Board of Education regional offices of education, but operate independently. Bertha 5 Illinois regional boundaries align with school districts instead of strictly following county lines. This presents a challenge for gathering and interpreting data because many early childhood services are provided by or tied to school districts. Region 33 is in west central Illinois and encompasses the counties of Henderson, Knox, Mercer, and Warren. Bordered by the Mississippi River on the west and Interstate 74 on the east, the topography is made up of rich farmland, rolling hills, and deciduous forests. Employment pursuits include agriculture, healthcare, education, railroad, and entrepreneurial service-based careers. The main population centers are Galesburg in Knox County, Monmouth in Warren County, and Aledo in Mercer County. It is a traditional homeland of the Potawatomi, Osage, Miami, Kaskaskia, Sauk, Fox, Kickapoo, and Peoria tribes. Joining me in Region 33 office is John Mabon, our Family and Community Engagement Specialist, and Stephanie Burkhart, our Administrative Support Specialist. They will guide us through the next part of this presentation.
The experiences and knowledge families, caregivers, and early childhood professionals gain while navigating the complexities of the state's early childhood education and care system are valuable, and understanding their lived experience in the local context is vital for decision makers to ensure communities have access to programs, services, and supports they need. To this end, Birth to Five Illinois was created to elevate family and caregiver voices in early childhood education and care, and serve as a bridge between the communities and policymakers so family, caregiver, and professional experiences can guide the decisions made to expand or enhance services across the state. Our mission is to create a statewide regional infrastructure that will amplify input from communities in the development of policy and funding priorities. We support the mobilization of communities to build and sustain equitable access to inclusive, high quality early childhood services for all children and families in the state of Illinois.
We envision that our work will help all stakeholders reimagine a more equitable early childhood education and care system that respects family and community voice and works to ensure it is centered and prioritized at every level of decision making in Illinois.
We have three main values and goals. First, we must prioritize family voice. Through this transformation, centered on authentic family and community engagement, we will address the inequitable distribution of resources and services and rebuild our state's early childhood education and care system.
Second, we must address the racial inequities that exist in our early childhood system. In an effort to move our early childhood education and care system to one where racism no longer impacts a child's success, we will work to dismantle barriers that have limited access to high quality services for minoritized children in every corner of our state.
Third, we will use the collective impact model to shift the current early childhood system to influence policy and funding at the local, regional, and state level. Birth to Five Illinois will use community-driven feedback to build a system that harnesses knowledge directly from families and providers and encourages decision makers to ensure new and/or expanded services are created to meet community needs.
Two critical parts of the new statewide infrastructure are family councils and action councils. Located in each of the 39 regions, the councils provide feedback on quantitative data from the Illinois Early Childhood Asset Map, or ICAM, and the Illinois Network of Child Care Resource and Referral Agencies, also known as INCRA, to help contextualize the data at the local level. The councils meet twice a month in virtual, in-person, or hybrid meetings. The family councils are comprised of parents and caregivers from a wide variety of family types, such as single parents, adoptive and foster parents, caregivers of relatives, teen parents, two-parent families, multi-generational families, and more, and prioritize those voices of those who have not been involved in this type of work before. We want to highlight those who have been involved in our Region 33 Family Council over the past year and thank them for sharing their experiences with early childhood systems. Our Family Council members include Jessica Alvarado, Jessica Burrell, Courtney Carlson, Leanne Corson, Marie Lemaire, Morgan Lewis, Christopher Myers, and Janelle Young.
Action councils are comprised of early childhood education and care professionals, healthcare providers, school officials, the business community, elected officials, and other community members. Each Action Council reserved 2 seats for parents and heads of families to ensure family voices were included in every discussion. Action Council members were invited to bring additional aggregated data on programs and services provided by their agencies to complement data from ICAM and INCRA. We extend thanks and gratitude to our Region 33 Action Council members: Aaron Brown, Tara Case, Amy Fullerton, Pam Gaither, Josh Gibb, Amy Geip, Miranda Goldberg, Emily Henry, Rhonda Hillier, Garrett Gogo Koopa, Anthony Law, Lisa Medina Fauché, Malia Owens, Scott Rasso, Mary Reed, Peter Schwartzman, Jody Scott, Kim Stickle, and Sabrina Wilson.
Beyond the council meetings, additional qualitative data was collected community-wide through focus groups and interviews, and all council members were invited to provide input on each section of their early childhood regional needs assessment. Council members develop the strengths, needs, and recommended next steps that are unique to each region. Regional teams, along with the support of their Action and Family Council members, created a dissemination plan and are holding community meetings virtually and in person to share their report's findings. The following slides highlight some data that was discussed by council members and provides insight into the early childhood education and care landscape in our region.
Part of the focus of council members is elevating the voice of priority populations. Priority populations are defined by the Illinois Early Learning Council as groups that have been historically underserved by early childhood education and care programs. While data on families and children from priority populations is limited, there are a few things of note about Region 33. According to the 2020 census, 52% of children birth to 5 lived at or below 200% of the federal poverty level, meaning that many of them were eligible for a number of state-funded early childhood programs. Areas within the region of highest need include more populated areas like Galesburg and Aledo, and rural areas like northern Henderson, southern Knox, and southern Warren counties. Additionally, according to McKinney-Vento information, 1% of the region's children are experiencing homelessness and receiving services through school-based programming. This percentage is increasing. Additional information about homelessness in priority populations is included throughout our early childhood regional needs assessment.
Community collaborations are an integral part of the early childhood landscape. Local early childhood community collaborations bring together community agencies, organizations, and individuals with a shared vision or goal. They understand the importance of improving early childhood education and care for children, caregivers, and providers. Region 33's local early childhood collaboration, The Village, covers all 4 counties in the region. The Village collaboration formed in 2019. It's grown to include school districts, Head Start, Home Child Care Network, CCR&R, the YMCA, and providers in all 4 counties. The collaboration works together with service councils and community agencies throughout the region to support families with young children. Having a well-developed collaboration has shown positive outcomes for children in the region. The Village collaboration has applied for and received grants, both community and state level, to achieve their goals of providing equitable access for families to innovative early childhood education and care programs. More information on the local collaboration and the work they're doing can be found in the Regional Needs Assessment. Region 33 is home to a variety of early childhood education and care programs, all serving children based on licensing, funding, and staffing requirements. But access to early childhood programs and services is not equitable for all of the region's families. Wait lists at child care centers and the availability of child care in our region is a significant barrier for families and caregivers. As one community member stated, sometimes wait lists at daycares are years long. Families and caregivers reported that they were highly reliant on grandparents or other family members to provide child care for their children. Some parents have had to quit their jobs or turn down career advancements due to the lack of available child care and cited the cost of care as a reason they haven't used it. There is a program that families can apply for through the Illinois Department of Human Services, or IDHS, called the Child Care Assistant Program, or CCAP. CCAP offers families with limited access to financial resources access to quality, affordable child care while allowing them to continue working and are completing their education. A sliding scale is used based on family size and income. However, not all providers accept CCAP due to delayed payments from the state. Some families choose not to complete the application for a variety of reasons. There are publicly funded preschool options available in the region, such as Early Head Start, Preschool for All, and the Preschool for All expansion programs. Not all programs are full day, nor do all programs provide transportation, leaving many families who qualify for publicly funded preschool choosing not to enroll their children. Additionally, programs have limited capacity, leaving some families with few options for childcare. Through community meetings, focus groups, interviews, and surveys, families in the region reiterated the urgent need for more affordable childcare and preschool options, staffed with providers and teachers that are highly qualified, well paid, and committed to working long term in the early childhood field. Similar to other areas of the state, Region 33 is experiencing a staff and teacher shortage, preventing programs from operating at full capacity or expanding to meet community needs. Staff turnover is a big contributor to the workforce shortage, and it remains a concern among community members in Region 33. There are many short-term caregivers who work briefly in childcare and then leave the field for better financial opportunities.
Families face challenges due to workforce and facility shortages. As a result of the workforce shortage, Region 33 has limited program options and resources for children ages birth to 5. Community members report that pay and benefits are a factor when considering staff turnover. Low pay combined with the demands of the position makes it difficult for workers to support their families and has left many burnt out and not willing to come back to the field. Community and council members identified several strengths of the early childhood system in the region. I will share a few. The greatest strength of our region is the strong community support and willingness to come together, share resources and knowledge to meet the early childhood education and care needs of children and families. Community and council members also identified key needs for growth in the region. A few are listed here. Notice that 4 of the 5 key needs are related to the shortage of workforce and facilities. Based on family, community, and council conversations, recommendations have been made on how early childhood education and care programs can be improved for families. Recommendations will be presented to lawmakers, state agencies, local elected officials, and funders so they can better understand the needs of families in our region. These are a few of the recommendations. The full list of recommendations can be found in the Regional Needs Assessment. Recommendation number 1. Establish a reliable funding source for both families and providers. Currently, funding comes from a variety of sources that are grant funded and may not be available from year to year or from grant cycle to grant cycle. Recommendation number 2. Launch a unified policy, funding, and informational agency. Currently, several agencies house fragments of supports for the early childhood community, such as the Illinois State Board of Education, Illinois Department of Human Services, Illinois Network of Child Care Resource and Referral Agency, and federally funded Head Start, just to name a few. One agency for families and providers could remove mountains of red tape. Recommendation number 3, attract, recruit, train, and retain more early childhood workers.
This summer, we will be out in community talking to more families, providers, and stakeholders about their experiences with early childhood education and care. And we want to talk to you. We invite community members, families, and early childhood professionals to join the conversation by filling out a council interest form. Please go to www.birth5il.com/councils or click the link in the description to get involved. Interest forms will close later this summer, with council meetings fully resuming in August.
I want to thank our state partners for their support and you for watching. We encourage you to stay in touch with us by visiting our regional webpage at www.birth5il.com/region33, by joining our Facebook group, or reaching out to me via email at rvanmeter@birth5il.com. Links to our pages, along with my email address, are available in the description below. Thank you for your time. We look forward to connecting with you.